motors, and how did we get the measurement of horsepower in the first place? Well, it's all the work of one very clever person.
Let me introduce you to a man named James Watt. Ever heard of the 60-watt light bulb? Yeah, that's the Watt we're talking about here, and he is a pretty big deal.
James Watt was an inventor, and during the Industrial Revolution, he made a new type of steam engine that had more power than anything else on the market. And to advertise it, he compared it to the industry standard at the time, which was the horse.
And one of the most common uses of horses is to make draft beer. Breweries need to grind a huge amount of grain to make draft beer. How do you do that? Well, you have a team of buff horses that turn a large mill, hence the name draft horse. Now, Watt claimed that he observed a team of draft horses working a full day at a local brewery and concluded that 1 horsepower equals 550 foot-pounds per second.
That math has been visualized over and over again by this diagram and printed in millions of science textbooks.
We also happen to print it on a t-shirt.
But this doesn't seem to be a real experiment. In fact, historians believe this was created by James Watt as an advertisement to sell more steam engines.
By Watt's own calculation, his steam engine just so happened to produce 5 to 10 horsepower. Pretty freaking convenient, Mr. Watt. I think that we've all been lied to about horses and horsepower, and I'm determined to get to the bottom of it. So I'm going to find the real number, and I'm going to do it far better than James Watt ever could by putting a horse on a dyno.
So here's the plan. We're going to need to build a device that lets us transfer the power of a horse onto a dyno. But before we do that, we need to find the right horse.
So I'm running into a little bit of a problem here. There are over 350 breeds of horses. Each one of those horses is going to give a unique horsepower measurement when we put it on the dyno. So, which horse do I pick? Well, because we're trying to establish a new horse-based standard for cars, I think it's best if we try to find a horse that's most car-like. I'm at a ranch with a bunch of different types of horses. We're about to go find our Goldilocks pony. Hey, so we want to dyno a horse. So we need a horse that's up for the challenge.
So here is your